This week on What the Heck, we check in with Tyler, talk superheroes, and in the spirit of New Year's, work on finding the greatest appetizer of all. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Good evening, and welcome to episode 8, season 2 of What the Heck. I'm Colin Frederick with Jake Reese and Tyler Heck. What's up, dudes?
How is everyone doing?
Oh,
Fabulous.
sorry, I'll handle the questions.
Oh, my apologies.
Badgers just won a bowl game, so it's
Stupid.
awesome.
They won the shitty Mayo Bowl.
Hey,
congrats.
Minnesota has
Dukes.
never won Duke's Mayo Bowl in the history of the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
That's actually true.
You know what else has never happened in the history of the Duke's Mayo Bowl?
Tell me.
Destroying the trophy in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, you know, someone's got to do it.
Hey,
Why not the
we
Badgers?
party hard. When they win, they party hard. Work hard, play hard.
It's lack of respect for mayonnaise.
Well,
I honestly think they made the trophy better.
Yeah, but Duke's, it's got the twang.
I'm going to get some.
Does it?
Yeah, that's what the thing said by the end
That's
zone.
true.
I got to pick some up now and see if it really has
If
the
anyone's
twang or if
tried
it's just...
Duke's Mayo, let us know.
If anyone has a Duke's Mayo tattoo, like the people in the commercial, also send that in.
Yeah,
Curious
please.
about that.
Or if you know somebody who has it. Those are fake. No
No.
one has a Duke's
No, I
Mayo
love
tattoo.
mayonnaise.
Right after
man.
I get my What the Heck tattoo, I'm going to get a Duke's Mayo tattoo.
You would. Are you going to still doing the tramp stamp thing that we had talked about?
For What the Heck?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys aren't?
It's not a bad. I'm not doing
No,
it
yeah,
there.
no, totally.
I'll go first. How's that sound?
I'm doing my whole back.
Oh,
Yeah.
your outline on your whole back?
Mhm.
That's awesome.
I was going to shave part of my head.
Ooh.
Like Mike Tyson-ish?
Just like a little part of it, though.
Oh, just
On the
like a
top or on the side? Like beard face tattoo or head tattoo?
I haven't decided.
top of the head. All right, we'll talk it through.
I'm thinking like quarter-sized. I just shave like a quarter-sized spot on the back of my
I
head.
don't know if you
maybe.
can shrink the logo down to a quarter size.
Oh, sure, man.
That's
I got-
disrespectful to Tyler.
I don't know. That's like what we have on the screen right there. That's pretty small.
Yep, that's as small as you can get
I
it.
get it, but like if you were to cut away the square,
Then you lose some of it.
no,
well,
you don't.
even the title there, that's pretty long.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Well, good luck with that.
Everything's fine. Big stuff this week.
Great stuff.
We skipped last week in the spirit of Christmas. We had one day that worked for us, and I went to the dentist, and my mouth was numb, and I couldn't talk. We could have probably done it, but I was just so frustrated that I was like, no.
Yeah,
not in
we
the
don't
mood.
want to put out a top-notch quality product.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a bad time. So we took the week off for Christmas, but we're back here in the week of New Year's. It's, what? Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. By George, by the time you hear this, it'll be 2021. We made it.
Happy New Year, everybody.
We thought we were all going to die, and some of us are still here.
I'm still here.
The good
I'm
ones are still here.
We're all still here.
Pour one out
Yep.
for those that we don't. Why are we talking about people dying?
Nope, we're not. What do you got any sponsors to shout
Yeah.
out?
Oh, hell, we got all kinds of
We
stuff.
do have sponsors.
Travis sent us a box of cookies.
They were awesome.
They were delicious.
So
The
good.
finest.
The finest.
The finest sugar cookie with buttercream
From,
frosting
what
and
was
red
it?
sprinkles.
C. Kruger's?
C.
Yep.
C. Kruger's in
C.
Ohio.
Krugers of Columbus,
'Cause we had to
Ohio.
look it up.
I had the finest chocolate chip cookie ever.
Finest baked goods. Finest sugar cookie with buttercream icing and red sprinkles.
That's the one I had earlier.
Oh, it's
It was
delicious.
so
It
good.
was probably the finest sugar cookie.
It was that buttercream frosting.
The finest.
It's pretty hard to argue with that stuff.
That was delicious.
Yeah.
Clinton Luke brought us some Bud Light Platinum Seltzers, which admittedly we've not cracked open yet.
Those will be. Maybe we'll try those next week.
Yeah.
We
Or
can't forget
today.
about them.
Or
Depends
in an hour.
Depends how things go.
Yeah, who knows?
So that's good. What else happened? Katie made a lot of snacky snacks today.
It's really the inspiration behind our Cracky Bread, right?
It kind of is.
where
Don't
it
sell
came
yourself short. You made some snacky snacks
Oh,
too.
I did.
You probably Katie made a lot, but you probably made the best one.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'll give you that.
I pride myself on my ability to whip up a quality batch of weenies and coats. On this week's episode,
Otherwise known as pigs in a blanket
on
for
this
those
week's
of you
yeah, but
hecklers that
like-
don't know.
but the little guys, you know. When I think pigs in a blanket, I think the big dongs.
Yeah.
I've never
That
heard
makes
weenies and coats. It's our all pigs in blanket.
Well, that's incorrect.
Must
Hey.
be a Sharon thing.
Hate to tell you, but anyway, on this week's batch of weenies and coats, I used the little smokies,
Oh, those are good. I did notice that.
and Hawaiian sweet crescent rolls.
It was the best.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I should have brought a handful in here.
We should. We can
We'll
call
take a
for.
break.
We'll order delivery.
What else?
That all happens. Oh, Katie did another thing.
She's excellent.
For Christmas, she got the three of us the first ever batch of What the Heck apparel in the form of T-shirts.
And they are the
man.
best
They're
ever.
awesome.
They're pretty good.
I did
No
have to say,
amount of
I-
money.
I did send a Snapchat to some of our listeners, so they got a quick peek. I think it was this morning or maybe yesterday afternoon.
Well, maybe you could upload a picture onto our website to
Yeah,
show
we'll
off
have
the
to-
goods.
We should. Well, wait, and I'll take a picture of us. Maybe next week we
Okay.
can all
Wear our
them, and
shirts.
We can
Yeah.
post a team photo as our cover photo on Facebook.
Nice.
Yes, that'll work.
That'll be good. Yep. That all is stuff that happened. Other stuff that happened, as much as I hate to say it,
You don't have to say it.
You have to say it.
I'm okay if you don't.
the Bears and Packers are playing this weekend.
Oh my gosh, I
That's
forgot.
not what you were going to say.
It's going to be
And,
a great shellacking. Though,
Yeah, the Bears are going to kick the shit out of him.
I'm
honestly,
thinking Mitch is really coming on.
He's on fire.
He's great.
is it Mitch or is it the coaching?
No, it's Mitch.
It's
'cause
Mitch.
the coaches
Nagy
are
needs to
idiots.
go.
Well, I mean,
For-
someone's got to call the
He
plays,
needs
right?
to go for benching Mitch. He doesn't call the plays. Bill the Laser does.
He hired Bill to do it. He
No.
allowed Bill to do it after the first.
After he
After he
call-
bombed it.
But didn't he call plays in the first two wins, and then when he benched Trubisky, didn't?
Yeah, because his then plays suck
So
balls.
could have Foles done fine had Nagy still called the
No.
plays.
Foles is not
No,
good.
no, because Nagy still called the plays for the whole Foles experiment.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
I thought he stopped
No.
it after like the
and
second or third
Foles
game.
was the guy that he wanted. That was his guy for his offense.
Yeah,
He
well,
sucks balls.
Maybe he can take Foles with him wherever he goes. And
That would be joyous.
it's going to cost the Bears a lot of money to move him, though.
Fact. And I was thinking we should try and have a fantasy football league next year.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Didn't we have one this year?
I don't remember
Did we?
that happening.
I'm
don't-
pretty sure that somebody didn't
know.
somebody win it last week?
Not sure.
Well, someone has to win everything at
Okay.
some point.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Next-
thought we still had.
nope, I'm pretty sure it's over.
I think it was just a practice league. Though,
That was
wasn't it?
well, yeah. That was just seeing if we could pull off logistically a what the heck
Yes.
league.
It's a shame that we can't have gracious
It's
losers.
kind of like the new. Was it the fan voted league? or
Yes, the fan controlled.
fan controlled league that Johnny Manziel's coming out.
Yeah,
coming
that'd
back
be good.
into.
Well, there was a fan of
What?
my team who did wish me to the championship that did come true. So
Sure, it's probably
special
her
shout out to her.
I didn't know Kim liked that you were in fantasy football.
fault. Yeah, Kim
Nope, it
doesn't
wasn't
even
her.
Listen to the show. She's
It
not
was
a
the
fan
first
of
round
this show.
upset. Who now can say they lost to the champion.
Yeah, it was dumb.
Pretty cool.
I pretty much had, if you could imagine, like the worst week you could have in fantasy football, that's what I had.
Yeah, it was pretty.
It
I even
wasn't
had a negative defense, and I still blew you out by like 70.
Well, my defense scored 14, and that was like 3/4 of my points. So
It doesn't help when you had a game time decision that didn't play.
yeah, I was like working.
Who puts up? Not that it was going to help you win,
Right, but it would have helped.
but it would have made it a much closer game.
Derrick Henry was poor. Kyler
Yeah.
Murray was poor.
Brown was poor.
Brown was hurt for
Hawkinson
half
was
the game.
poor.
Yeah.
It was a poor week.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
That's
Yeah.
all right. Jake won. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Someday we'll have a belt. It just hasn't happened yet, but it's coming.
That's
We'll
all
do that
right.
before next year's championship.
Before next year's championship.
You get that belt because I'm going to be wearing it every time we podcast.
There was something about a lawsuit with some other weenie, but
He believes that this game was rigged. Everything was all
is
stacked.
it possible that we just have assembled like collectively the best group of football minds?
Probably.
in this
That's
room?
well,
It
2
would-
out of 3 ain't bad.
It would make me feel much better if that's what we
No,
did.
let's go with that. You can feel good. I'll throw
Hey,
you.
Hey,
a bone.
you won your last game.
I
It's a way to go out
beat-
with the win.
Did I really? I didn't even look.
Yeah.
Like this last week?
Yeah.
I haven't looked at
I'm
it.
almost positive.
I know it was close. I didn't even look. I do have to say, and I'm going to keep bringing it up because everyone says my team sucked. I only had 3 wins, but 2 of them were against the top 2 seeds.
I know.
So
And the top
tell
2
me.
seeds went really far.
I beat the 2 division champs.
Will was terrific.
So no one else in this league can say they beat both
Let's
of
talk a little bit about Will's collapse in the last 3 weeks of
I don't
fantasy
know.
football.
It reminded me of the time that he put whipped cream on Twinkies
them. Oh, you mean
and
not-
got pink eye. That's the whole ordeal.
Were those related?
I'm not sure. It's hard. The science is still.
You know
out
what
on
his
that.
collapse reminded me of? Actually, there's a couple of things that come to mind. The biggest one is any Atlanta Falcons game in the last 4 years where they have a big lead. You
Yep.
think, there's
28
no
to 3.
way. And here they are. Well, the one against
Bears
the
this year.
Bears, the one against the Lions.
Yeah, that's
There
been
was
pretty
another
bad.
one this year. I mean, I'm sorry, Will, but you suck.
Yeah, you actually won your last game by 19.
Suck it, Julia.
She
Easy.
is very
Julia is
tall.
my supporter.
I don't care. I
No,
beat her.
Renee's your supporter.
Renee,
you don't even
that's
know
what I
who the
meant.
hell's supporting you.
I was looking
Wow.
at the wrong team.
I hope she now cheers against you
Yep.
retroactively because you don't know who
she
is.
could for next year.
Renee,
That's
I
was-
fine.
hope you take it.
I was
back.
actually going to challenge you on it when you just were very vaguely speaking about who supported you.
No, I knew, but I was looking at his score, and I was looking at Julia's name when
No.
his score.
No, beforehand when you
No,
were like,
I knew.
Yeah, I have a supporter. She, yep, supported me.
You're so wrong.
Okay, well,
Anyway, can't wait
Renee,
to see
please-
that
Moving
belt.
on, season's
Can't
over.
wait to see that belt and wear it around town.
keep her moving
Wear it at podcast land.
with your podcast shirt on.
Yep.
The official shirt of the What the Heck podcast.
I can't wait till we get those.
All right, anything else, or are we good here?
I think we're
I
good.
think that's it.
Tyler, what the heck?
So, this episode is now, if you're hearing this, it's already out.
It is.
But we, on the day before New Year's Eve, are
New
going
Year's
to
Eve
talk,
Eve.
Just do you guys have any New Year's Eve traditions or anything that you used to do like in the past that you really liked and wish you could do more of? Yeah, anything like that? Maybe what you're looking forward to?
I was on a cruise one time for New Year's. That was pretty cool.
That'll be awesome.
We all like rented tuxedos and went to a big party on the deck.
Ooh, fancy boys.
Yeah.
Dang.
I was in 8th grade, so I couldn't like really actually.
So you didn't have like that much fun.
That's
so you,
correct.
You were. This was pre-ladies man.
No, still no.
Oh.
I would say that 8th grade
Was
was
that, like,
prime ladies man.
So you were hooking it up on that boat
That's right. That was the peak of my life. No, I probably had a real serious relationship.
that you had to be
back
faithful
home.
to
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
think
makes
it's-
sense.
Those
Listen,
8th grade romances,
dude,
they're thick.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough times.
Some of the best relationships you're ever going to have.
Yeah, it's something like that.
I'm trying to think.
But no, not really.
You know, in the last probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, we've had New Year's Eve parties at our house with a bunch of people. I think maybe you went to one of those.
Yeah, I've been.
Oh God, that must be pretty cool to get invitations to
You
shit.
weren't
You-
old enough at the one I
yeah.
attended.
Yeah, you were still underage. We had no underagers.
Under what age?
Under the age of being invited to the party.
You didn't want to hang out with a bunch of old people.
That's how Tyler felt. So
No, I did not. For any of you who were at that party, I don't.
trust me, none of them listen.
All right, then we're good.
Well, maybe Quack does, but other than him, nobody listens.
Yeah, but I like hanging out with him.
So it's been nice. We've, had people over. Kim makes some of the snacky snack items that we'll be discussing later. We play some games, win some money, lose some money. Not too rowdy, nothing crazy because we're old now, but it's fun just to get together with some friends.
The one I was at, it was fun.
Even with old people.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of you act like old people, so
There we go.
we'll have to get Colin involved sometime.
Yeah, doubt it.
Next year, book it.
Nope, it's fine. I'll just be here.
New Year's Eve 2021.
Or maybe we can go on a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
A what the heck cruise?
Yeah,
Actually, we
New
should.
Year's cruise.
That's too close to the wedding.
have a look
we
on
can't.
your
We
face.
can't
Yeah,
do that.
That's 3 weeks pre-wedding.
No,
we find
we
a
can't do
cruise
that.
gets us there. In
That
time
takes
for the
3
wedding.
weeks. Yes, I'm in.
I'm not sure we could take that time.
Why?
I don't have a job. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah I do. Dang it.
You won't have a job if you take that.
I'm hoping to be
I could sweet
retired
talk
by
it.
then.
I heard you. Well, that was your New Year's resolution, right?
Yeah, retire.
Retire.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait till I can have that New Year's resolution. I think I'll be probably about 10 or 12 years dead at that point.
You just need a sugar woman,
Yeah, I do.
sugar mama.
Consider this an ad. If anyone's out there who wants to give Tyler all their money in exchange for his
His
devilish
love.
charm and good looks.
I can get you free stuff from the podcast when we get apparel.
I can't even get free stuff from. Well, I did, but
No, come on. I'm saying like when we get
Actually,
our
I
fans
didn't.
in
That
order.
came out of my bank account. You guys only
Oh,
got
hey.
free stuff.
So thanks for the shirt, Colin.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
So one of the things that I haven't done it in a long time. We did it when I was younger.
Crystal meth.
Nope, never done that. So
Hey,
my family
Why are you winking like that?
are.
It's from the crystal meth.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's not winking, it's twitching.
Sure.
My family are old neighbors who now live down in South Carolina, and another family would always go cosmic bowling on New Year's Eve, and they always had like.
Did you get drunk first?
Yeah, no.
No, I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah.
so
I was
yeah.
in like middle school.
We know what Burlington kids did.
Yeah, that was in high school.
I want to get chocolate wasted.
We did get chocolatey wasted.
That's what I'm saying.
But so they did something cool. They had like colored pins, like neon green or neon pink, and if that was the head pin and you got a strike, you won like a $5 bill or something.
Free pizza.
No, that was all.
Be sure to
part of
pack
the
my
package.
pizza for the trip.
So that was always really fun, just because as kids, like there was 6 or 7 of us that
I
we
still
all
enjoy a
generally-
good cosmic bowl.
I do too. It's a fun time.
I enjoy the first 2 frames, then my elbow hurts.
But it was
'cause
cool.
Wrestling ruined my life.
Well, you could bowl with the other
Hey,
hand.
I enjoy the first game, and then my finger hurts. Football ruined my life. We're even.
Well, I guess I never have that problem when I'm bowling.
Neither does Jake. He's making.
I
it
do
up.
too. This cricket thing here has problems when I bowl.
Just
Because you use these 2 fingers when you bowl,
Well, you don't
just
have
like
to.
this.
Yeah, use 2 other
I
ones.
can't.
You can.
You could use your
I can't.
pointer in the middle.
You
No.
for sure could.
Then I bowl them in the gutter all the time.
You could be one
You
of
do
those weirdos
anyway.
who just uses a ball with a thumb hole.
Yeah, do that.
I think I'm just going to go to granny style and eliminate all the holes.
Do you want to get one of those ramps too?
Yeah.
Might be
I
easier.
think we
More
could get
age
one of those.
appropriate for you.
Yep.
You think? I think we
Put
can
the bumpers.
personalize those.
Put the bumpers up
Maybe
too.
we'll buy one for him for Christmas next year.
What the heck?
We can use it cosmic bowling on our New
Yes.
Year's Eve cruise.
That's it. Your cruise is it. Do you have any other fun things or?
No, because it's totally been like all over the place. Went out in downtown Minneapolis one time. All of the things were like one time, so I don't have any traditions.
That
Yeah.
was going to be part of my other thing does anyone have like a tradition for New Year's? Because we did that for a couple of years. Then as we got older, I'd go to my friend's house, my sister would go to a friend's house. Then we got into college, and we'd just party it up, whether it was at a house or downtown. And that's kind of been the longest tradition now is partying up either downtown or at someone's house.
I think we've started this tradition of having a New Year's party at our house. Plus, I learned as I got older and wiser, then I don't have to worry about driving anywhere. Smooth.
Yeah.
Very smooth. As kids, I do remember, I don't know if any of you guys experienced this, but when it was New Year's, my parents would let us get out some pots and pans and some wooden spoons. And so when the ball dropped and it was New Year's, we banged those suckers around, ran around the house like little hellions and banging the pots and pans. It's pretty cool.
That sounds horrible.
No, it sounds like fun. You're bringing in the New Year.
That makes me want to not ever have children ever. Ew.
3 boys. 3 boys did that. If you had 3 girls,
They'd be asleep by then.
they'd be much better behaved.
I was a part of having 3 boys, and we probably just sat there like civilized creatures.
I
Doubt it.
guarantee that did not happen.
I'm sure you were breaking furniture or doing something rowdy.
No way.
Yeah, right.
I picture you guys being like Marshall Erickson and his family from How Much You Love Him. His brothers just beating up on each other.
Whatever. I'm just saying it was no. We're too much.
Didn't happen that much.
No, we're perfect. Perfect little
Of
sweet
course.
little angels.
No.
On that note, moving on.
Keep her moving. So superheroes, right?
But not your average superhero.
What's the deal with superheroes?
What is an average superhero?
Yeah, that seems contradictory.
Well, you know what I meant.
No.
When you say superheroes, people instantly think of Superman,
Dumb.
Batman,
Just a rich guy.
Spider-Man,
Dumb.
That's why he's the best superhero.
right? That's why we're talking about the other superheroes.
Well, I've got a few things I want to touch on.
Okay.
First, let's talk about the other superheroes. That being the boys. Well, they're not actually superheroes. It's a show about superheroes called The Boys. And if you ain't seen it, you should watch it, but not with your mom or wife.
Unless she's into superheroes, then that's cool.
And if you are a mom or a wife, you can still watch it.
No, you can.
But
Yeah.
there's just some.
It's really case specific. If you're wondering, like, if you'll like it, just like shoot us a message and we'll tell you.
But let me tell you, it's not your. That's what I meant by it's not your average superhero. You guys know.
That's because they're. Well, I don't
Well,
want
Tyler
to
Not
doesn't
going to give it
know.
away. College.
I know
yeah.
2 episodes worth.
Tyler doesn't know anything,
I'm
which
on
is
the
why the next bullet point says, "Why won't Tyler watch the damn show?"
I'm on the 5th
I
episode.
will. I could wait a whole nother week and I'd still finish it before Jake does.
Probably true.
That's it. I'm binging them tonight.
Bad.
you
I'm going to watch the whole season tonight.
Bad.
Not happening.
Kim, leave me alone. I'm watching The
Not
Boys all
happening.
night.
It will not happen.
Sean Sasky showed up on Halloween, just
Dressed as one of them?
No, dressed as himself. Really,
Oh,
Yeah,
he
I didn't know he was.
He looked like a substitute teacher.
maybe that was his
He
costume.
even had the ID card, but it wasn't his.
Well,
ID.
he did, yes. But Marissa did not look like a substitute teacher. She looked like a superhero. But everyone was like, "What the hell are you two?" And they said, "Duh, Huey and Starlight." And everyone was like, "Oh yeah,
Okay,
no,
weirdos."
That's great." And then we were all like, "What are they talking about?" But then,
That's when you started watching it?
no, it was like several months later.
Right, so he's getting mad at me because it took him
Okay,
much longer.
because nobody knew anything about it except for Sean. But you gotta watch that, Sean. But now I'm telling you, and you know for yourself how great it is.
And I'm 2 episodes ahead of you and telling you.
And he's old.
Right, so he has much more time on his hands.
He does.
I have much less time.
What do you mean?
That's true.
I've been working all week. What have you been doing?
You haven't been working all week. I'm
Yeah.
the only one in here that's
That
worked.
is
Sorry.
nonsense.
I've just
Some
been
of us
sleeping
have
and
to
playing
work.
video games.
for
Other
a
than
living.
today.
We have to do important stuff, you know?
I had to blow snow and watch the Badgers. That's important day.
I also watched the Badgers.
I3. Though I wasn't that. I was more of a.
You didn't really
guy.
care.
No, I didn't give a shit. I was
Yeah.
just having snacks and hanging out with my boys. That's more. But the boys.
The Boys.
Back to it. Let's go.
Oh. So basically, it's a show about like superheroes actually being kind of assholes, and this group of people like fighting back against them. It's kind of goofy and it's real commercialized. It's like if Marvel was a real company, and the superheroes worked for them, and then
Yeah, they made money off of them.
Yeah.
All their likeness and
like they still made all the movies and shit, but then also they like went out and actually fought crime, or so you thought.
yeah, but really they are the crime.
It's dynamite.
It is
You
pretty
should all go watch.
pretty awesome.
It's a Prime exclusive, so
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
If you need a login, you can contact Colin. He'll give you his.
But yeah, I already shared with Tyler, and he isn't using it. So if anyone else needs it, it's apparently unused and unavailable.
I didn't want to take up all of your time on Prime by watching it myself.
Well, they don't limit the number of hours of video you can watch.
Don't you get like we can't watch at the same time on the same account
I
though,
don't
right?
ever use Prime except for The Boys, and now I'm waiting for season 3.
Oh, all right, now I know. When does season 3 come out, by the way?
God, probably too long from now.
You
March.
know what? At this point, I should just wait
Shut
for
up.
season 3.
I swear I read March.
When?
I was reading about The Boys online.
That's weird.
He's a real fan.
Yeah.
Tyler sucks.
He's watched less than you. Shut up.
Yeah, but more than
But
you.
more than you. Makes me cooler than you.
Yep.
I would have watched it if you hadn't gotten me to watch it. He would have never watched it. He didn't even want to watch it after the first episode.
But now I've
He was scarred.
forged ahead.
Yeah, that first episode's pretty nuts.
It's
Actually, the
wild.
second one was even more nuts.
Yeah.
Once you get a handle on like, what the hell am I watching?
The third one and the fourth one, not much less
I
nuts.
will say
I
when
can tell
I
you.
start it, I'm going to rewatch episodes 1 and 2
Yeah.
just to make sure I didn't miss anything by saying, "What the fuck just happened?"
I found that because I was like, I wasn't done yet by the time we watched that, but I did notice more in watching those episodes with you. So I'll probably just start it over.
Great. So now I can't use your account.
Now I'll wait to start it over until you're done.
No, it's your account.
No,
You just use it.
I don't want it.
I'll
I
just
want-
wait.
It's more important that you watch it than I watch it again.
All right. I'll start it soon. Before 2022.
So what are your thoughts on superheroes actually being assholes? Like in real life, the superheroes, like Superman and stuff. The real ones.
If they put on a front but really sucked
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
That would be shitty.
Honestly,
Would it surprise you?
no, I don't think it would surprise
I
me.
don't think it would.
That's the thing.
I agree. It wouldn't surprise me. There'd be some part of me that cries a little bit, like a disappointment, not a, you know
See,
what
I
I mean?
don't think that I would do that much crying because I was never really a superhero guy. It's like I don't have that real emotional attachment.
What do you
Like-
mean?
Well,
The
but
one
don't
show
you
that we
just-
watched that you made us watch an episode of the other time
What,
was
The
they're
Boys?
superheroes. No, that cartoon that you have all the action figures for.
Those aren't superheroes.
They are superheroes.
They are not superheroes.
What
They're
are they?
rescue heroes.
They were superheroes
They're
in your life.
heroes. It's in the name.
No, they don't have superpowers. They just have cool ass gear.
Batman doesn't have superpowers.
All right, so
He's
then
a
he should
superhero.
be a rescue hero.
What do you
He's
mean?
got cool ass gear.
He beat Superman.
Yeah, but he's not like
He killed him.
a fireman or a
He's a Batman.
paramedic or a veterinarian,
But they all,
scuba diver, astronaut,
they're all superheroes.
construction worker.
They're super. Okay, he's not. Or she. I don't know who that is.
No, that's Jackhammer.
No, I mean the disappointment would be. Don't you think, like, even though you don't have the huge emotional attachment, there'd be some part of you that would be like, "Oh, I'm a little disappointed. Superman's not a cool dude. Like, he's kind of a jerk face." Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think it would just make it harder to know who is the hero and who is the villain.
Right.
Yeah,
really
that makes
muddies-
sense.
really
Because
muddies
like
the water.
we know a superhero as like Superman always fights against the villain.
He always does the
like-
right thing.
But if he didn't, I'd be like, well, I guess you're just the villain. You're not what we thought you were.
They
That
are
wouldn't
who we
be-
thought they were.
Exactly.
Not.
Maybe.
They're not who we
superheroes.
thought.
Like it would suck at first, but you'd be like, you know what? I get it. You're a dick. You have these superheroes. You're going to use it to your advantage. Makes sense.
Because there's got to be some good ones out there, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Like the ones that are like, okay.
Not in the boys.
Yeah, there are.
Don't give it away. I do know what you
I
mean.
already know who it is. Come on, I'm not dumb.
Come on, everybody knows.
Just one.
Yeah, pretty much everyone else is an
It's
asshole.
obviously Captain America.
Duh. With his weird milk fixation. He's a goofball.
The other thing
Just
with
finish
this
that
is,
episode.
I also feel, I always like, now that they're coming out with like the villain stories,
Yeah.
like I'm a huge fan of that.
You would be. You're kind of a villain.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't know the difference between the two, so then
What
like
really
would
is
you
a hero?
would you like the villains more than the heroes? And is there going to be a difference?
I don't like
Or would there
crime,
be a difference?
so I don't think I would like them because of their crime.
But they're doing what they believe is right.
Yeah.
Come
Other
on.
than the
When they
Joker.
rob banks, they believe
Yeah,
that robbing
the
a bank is right.
Well, yeah, they need the money.
So do I. I don't go rob a bank.
Well, maybe you should.
You could explore that option.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's not right or okay
I'm not saying it's
and
right,
illegal.
but
Hey, the banks
why
will
I'm not a
pass,
villain.
will you?
I will.
Are they going to pass out cash?
Yes.
All right, let's go. I know,
No,
they're
that's
close.
a valid point, though. Like, it's all just kind of a matter of perspective. Like, what is their personal, where do their values stand, as opposed to
Most of the villains we see are like, oh, I'm just going to take over and rule the world or rule this. But I feel like in this scenario, that's not what a villain is trying to do. They're just doing what they think is right.
they're just out
Maybe.
here
I don't know.
trying to make it in the streets.
Blame it on their upbringing.
What is your favorite superhero?
Batman.
Because he's not super powered and he's all sorts of fun
Right.
toys.
And everyone argues, well, he's just rich. Right. So he uses his money to become
Yes.
a superhero.
I agree.
Like,
Yeah.
That's by far I've seen the most Batman movies. Like I said, I'm not real into it. So like, I've seen like The Avengers and Iron Man and probably a Spider-Man or two.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man is my next biggest, probably behind Batman.
Which Spider-Mans are we talking? Are we talking Tobey Maguire
Tobey.
original Spider-Man?
I like
Tobey
Toby
for
the
sure.
original best
I like
with Kirsten Dunst.
his and the newest one with Tom Holland.
I
from the
like
Avengers.
the little cartoon that I actually have never seen, but there's a Post Malone song in that movie, so it's good.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
It's on
Sunflower.
Netflix.
Is it?
There you go. You
Or
got
at least it
Netflix.
has
Go
been.
get
I don't
it.
know.
Somebody
if it
said
is
it was
anymore.
good, and I don't
I've
know.
heard it's good. I haven't watched that one yet.
I tend to not watch.
I haven't seen that one yet either.
I don't know.
Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
Big
sure.
fan of Incredible Hulk. I remember growing up, we had an Incredible Hulk action figure. It's pretty awesome.
I always liked him because he felt kind of relatable.
Yeah, you
Sometimes you just get pissed.
Couldn't,
Yep.
couldn't control his emotions. Or his one emotion.
Just the one.
anger.
Can you imagine if the Hulk couldn't control like other emotions? Like he just got really sad and just like cried.
Just became like a big blob.
Hulk
just,
sob.
just
Hulk
dark blue.
sad.
That would be kind of funny.
Or if
We
he
could-
became red because you
Hold on.
fell in love.
We could
and
write
showed
that.
love.
We could.
That
I'm
could
into
be
it.
our thing.
Can we call him something different so we don't get sued?
Well, yeah. Well, no, it's just fan fiction. We can write it using
Yeah.
Hulk. We're all good.
All right.
We'll figure it out. We'll get the logistics.
I
worked
wish
out.
that, and I understand that it's not a thing because they got to keep milking the shit out of all the franchises and the actors are different and whatever. I hate that the actors are always different
I would agree 100%.
because like one of them's always better than the rest of them.
Yeah. That's why I like a lot of the Avengers movies because they seem to keep the same core actors for the Avengers.
Yeah, or they kill him.
Or they kill them off, and then that's fine. But
The
throughout
superhero,
all
not
of them,
the actor.
No, the actor.
sometimes yeah,
Maybe.
they're like, if we're gonna kill the superhero, you have to die too.
They've really only lost one of the Avengers in real life, and I'm pretty sure he died of cancer. So
Well, that's what they want.
And
I think.
maybe.
They're
Maybe it
not
was a
bringing him
compound
back.
V.
They're not bringing him back. Did you hear that for Black
Yeah.
Panther? The next one?
I'm not surprised. Why would you try?
Yeah, I think that'd be disrespectful.
It'd be
Cast
dumb.
somebody else or to try and bring
Yep.
him back digitally.
Pass on the torch. I hear there's a very
His
big
sister.
fight about who should
Yeah.
take over, and I hear
think it's gonna be the
biggest
sister.
group is the sister.
Yep. Have you seen Black Panther?
No.
It's pretty awesome.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
They brought Princess Leia back.
And that was bad.
Why?
But they used that like they already had stuff
Yeah.
with her, so it wasn't like. I mean, they didn't use someone different.
And it wasn't like it was too digital, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a hologram, but the most digital it could possibly be.
But it didn't look horrible.
Well, no.
And I think that's what they would have done with her, or something similar at least, had Carrie Fisher
Right.
been like around.
That's probably true.
I don't know.
Okay, so you like the Hulk, and you like Batman. I'm going with Batman too. Christian Bale's Batman,
Yes.
100%. Those movies
time.
were kick-ass.
I think I got to go with the original.
What? Where it was
Adam
like,
West?
No,
kapow!
not that original.
He's the
Bam!
original.
The original of the new Batman.
Oh,
Smash!
Michael Keaton,
Michael Keaton.
because he wore Air Jordans.
Nah, he just was.
He
I don't
did?
know. I liked him. Because Michael Keaton, like Val Kilmer, is a large man. You know, he was a big guy and very, Batman-y. Michael Keaton's, was kind of an average Joe and turned into Batman, and it was pretty cool. Unsuspecting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he wasn't bad. I like those movies.
Yeah, I just think
Used to
that the
fight
Christian
Arnold.
Bale movies were...
To me, that one
Good.
you saw more of like how he played both
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah,
he played
yeah.
Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yes, I would agree that there's more...
That's what I liked about it, and the
Bruce
villains.
Wang.
Like
So it's-
I said, I'm a big villain guy. Like
You
the
are.
Joker, my favorite villain. Bane, awesome villain.
Two-Face, kind of an idiot.
Penguin was pretty
Two-Face
cool.
sucked. I wish they could have done a Penguin.
And Mr. Freeze.
You can't have Mr. Freeze without Arnold, and I don't think he would have done it.
Poison Ivy.
No, but I'm saying I thought they were good
No,
villains.
I think they were, especially for the way that they
Yeah.
wrote those movies. I think those were they were good movies. But I'm Christian Bale, Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah.
Tom
Nobody
Hardy Bane
tops
all day.
Nobody tops Heath
The
Ledger's
Dark,
the way
Joker.
he did
the
that.
Dark Knight was...
Might be one of the best.
That
I think
m-
that's my favorite of the three.
I think that's my
was The
favorite
Dark
as well.
Knight. Strictly for Heath Ledger.
What's the other one? The third.
Dark Knight
Dark Knight
Rises.
Rises.
That's, yeah, that's right. I haven't seen that one in a while.
Also a very good one. You got Catwoman, Anne
yeah,
Hathaway.
yeah.
Yeah.
She has a lot of talent as well.
Yes, quite talented.
All right, now who's your least favorite superhero? Besides Homelander, because that guy is a dickhole.
What do you mean? Rip off Captain America's awesome.
Gee, that's tough. And I'm gonna go. So I'm older, so I'm gonna go back to the cartoon days. You guys probably never watched the cartoon Justice League. It was a Justice League of America. It was a cartoon. Saturday morning cartoons. It was pretty awesome.
Sorry, I'm not a nerd.
Well, if you grew up with me, you would have been a nerd. Anyway, in that time.
No, but I could have been Walter Payton
and he was awesome.
in the living room, dining room.
I don't know what you're talking
Kitchen,
about.
hallway.
Anyway, not a big fan of Aquaman. No, don't get me wrong. Jason Momoa, he's different and
Oh, you
it's
kinda
pretty
got the
cool.
hots for him,
No,
or-
I'm just saying he
Who
was not
doesn't?
I don't.
Look at that dude.
he was not like Aquaman when I was growing up was kind
Confirmed.
of like
I'm into chicks.
the nerd. Like he was kind of like he sucked a little
Like
bit.
Mermaid Man.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm changing
kinda
my
like
favorite.
that.
It's a Mermaid Man.
Nope, Barnacle Boy.
So I'm sticking with Aquaman. I just don't think on land he doesn't have a whole lot of powers. He can't
No.
bring like the
Like the deep.
he can't bring
That's-
like the sharks
That's
up on
Aquaman he's
land.
talking about.
Yeah. Are you talking about the deep?
No.
Rolling in the deep.
Adele.
Yep.
Is someone going to put together a friggin' music trivia game for me or no?
I don't know. Do you want us to?
Yeah, that's all I
I'll
want.
get it.
I'll
I'll do
lose.
it after I watch The Boys.
Sometime in
right, so-
2021.
Just
Yeah, it's
after we talk about the 2021 Fantasy League, maybe we can have that.
Yeah, maybe. I think I would also go with Aquaman because you're right. He's very limited. Like how many? And maybe it's just because we haven't seen enough of it. But how many villains work out in the water that he can do anything?
And on land, so he can like summon the water and slap you with it or something. But like, he is very limited on land, and
Yeah.
the majority of the movies, land movies. So unless they're trying to like steal the Titanic, and in which case he'd be able to protect it, but I think
Yeah.
he's limited.
That's a pretty good one.
What about you?
I don't know. I hadn't really considered Aquaman, but he seems to be kind of the obvious answer.
Well, no, I want to hear what you
He
have.
kind of sucks. Well, I didn't totally have one.
Oh.
I'm really struggling over here.
We didn't give you enough time to think about it.
For some reason, I don't really care for Superman. Because he's like, it's almost like too generic. You know, that's like when everybody, if you went around and asked somebody on the street to name a superhero, they would say Superman.
Yeah,
So maybe I just like to be a little edgy and pick
he's
somebody
almost
else.
too perfect.
Right.
Yeah, I hear you.
There's something sketchy about him. Like it's almost like he would do bad stuff.
In alternate universe, he does.
Plus, he tries to kill Batman.
He tries to go Batman. Nobody F's with Batman.
No.
Bro.
Yeah, but that was a mix-up, guys.
Don't
You
care.
saw the whole movie.
No.
Neither one of them knew what the other was really intending.
Well, obviously they don't read comic books.
Lex Luthor, he really was the problem.
Oh.
Anyway,
I never saw that movie. You know, because I don't really watch Superman movies.
you should. It was a pretty good one.
Well, it had Batman in it. You should check it out.
Yeah,
I like Batman.
and he wins
pretty good.
and lives. So,
Who's
but
the
he's sad
who's
at the end.
Batman in that one?
Ben Affleck.
That's right. Is he the current?
I
Yeah,
think that was the
technically.
most recent. Yeah,
He's the Justice League that they're trying to put together that just does not seem to be
no,
coming together
No.
like they wanted to. The problem is, you're never going to beat the Avengers.
You
nope.
won't.
Like, I'm for
You
sure
should have
a
the
DC guy
Justice League
over-
versus the Avengers.
Never happening.
That would be awesome.
But they're all superheroes.
They'd never share.
And
Who else is
obviously
in
the
Justice
Avengers
League?
are going to
Green
win.
Lantern.
Wonder Woman.
Is that it?
No, there's a bunch more.
There's a
but
bunch more.
They're just not as known because they don't have anything.
Robin.
The problem is DC's getting more of the shows like on Netflix.
There's
Not
another
the
one
big
that's
time
pretty
movies.
worthless. Robin wasn't that.
Oh, stop it. Robin was a fucking G.
No.
Which Robin are we talking about?
I'm talking,
Are we talking
Joseph
cartoon
Gordon-Levitt because he did cool shit.
See, that's what.
When is that happening?
But he's not going to be the well. I was so excited when they did that, but he wasn't going to be Robin. He was going to be, I think it was Nighthawk, who was like Robin's, like instead of the universe where it's Batman and Robin, it's when Batman leaves, Nighthawk like takes over for Batman, so he just becomes Batman.
See, without
And
Batman,
that's what they were leading
Robin's
up to,
lame.
and then they just
Didn't do it.
didn't do it, and I'm so mad because Joseph Gordon-Levitt is the perfect guy to do it.
He's great.
Yeah.
I was so excited when that happened. I was like, oh my God, it's Robin. But then
And then they even made his middle name, or that's not my real name. Oh, it's Robin. Oh, fuck. Like, it was the first time seeing that. Was
And
awesome.
they blew it.
Yeah.
They messed it up. They waited too long now.
That's
Disappointment.
stupid. Is
But you're not gonna beat the Avengers. So just
so is DC worse than Vought
no,
in
No.
terms of marketing?
because their superheroes aren't evil, as far as I know.
Hard to say.
I don't know. Batman.
Batman does some
he
questionable
toes,
shit.
he toes the line.
Yeah,
I
but
also
he's
Some days he's
he's
good,
not
some days
Homelander.
he's bad. But he's usually like he at least has a code of ethics.
I guess.
May
so.
not be
Homelander,
completely
not
correct,
so
but-
much.
No, he blows. All right. So now, the question that actually made this conversation come up. I was eating a sandwich with my friend Tyler the other day, and I said, "Do you want to know what my superpower would be if I could choose one?" Jake, what would your superpower be? I'm gonna make you wait.
I don't know. I was hoping to hear yours, and it might spur one
It's
for
not
me.
a superpower you would even think of, but he said it and was like, "Oh, that's the perfect superpower." I'll jump in and I'll let you think.
Okay, let me think.
I'm not stealing this. This is always the one I choose, but I'm going teleportation because on those days that I'm like by myself and I just don't want to drive, like tomorrow I'm going to my parents. Got to be there by whatever time. It'd be nice to just hang out, do whatever I want to do, and be like, oh, snap a finger, and I'm just there and not have to worry about it. And I think it would just I'd free up a lot of time
Yeah, that would
to
be.
do other things. So I think that'd be. Plus, then I can travel anywhere I want.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have to, go get a passport for anything.
I mean, you still would, because once you got there, it would be illegal.
He would just teleport
Prove it.
out.
I'm not going to teleport to the airport where they go through.
You probably
You
should,
could teleport right to the
Why?
front of the customs
Why
line.
would it
Yep.
matter?
because
How are they going to police that?
I'm gonna police
Do
it.
they have teleportation TSA?
I'm going to, yeah.
No. In my
I'm gonna start
in
it because
this
there should
world,
be
where
It's
rules.
his
I
world.
can teleport, I can go wherever I want.
Maybe he's not letting you in his world, Colin.
He will.
Not if you're going to
Not if
police
you
his
make me- yeah.
teleportation.
Not if I still have to go through TSA and have passports and stuff.
There are rules, you know.
Well, not in this one. You're not lying. You're not lying.
I think I'm going to go with like super strength. Kind of like Hulk.
Yeah, I didn't have to pick that because I already have it. So then I was able to pick something
Right.
else.
And I look at you and
Yeah,
it just
you add
I
on
want to
top of it.
be
Makes sense.
you every day. So that's where it comes
Yeah,
from
no,
too.
I
You know,
get
not so much the Hulk, but more like Colin Frederick.
I get it.
But
But
you
Hulk
know-
is just it's a little overkill.
He
When
can't
you're
control
moving
his-
stuff, like moving furniture, and sometimes it's heavy, or you're moving like shit outside, or you're building stuff, and you're like, God, it just like takes two to carry something upstairs. Like if I could just like throw it on my shoulder and boom, there it is. Like, oh, I got to change a tire. All right, well, I'm gonna hold it up with my left hand and just change
You would
the
never
tire.
have to use tools because you could just
Yeah.
punch in nails,
You know-
twist in screws with your hand.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, perfect.
I think I'm gonna go with super strength.
You wouldn't be able to twist them all the way in.
Yeah, I would.
You could get it most of the way,
Then you need a screwdriver to finish her
but
off.
your super strength, you can twist it all the way.
Why wouldn't I be able to get all the?
Because you could just put your
Because you can't
finger
get
in
your
there.
finger down too far.
I have pretty skinny fingers.
Well, that one's bent.
That's not the one he's using
That'd be
anymore.
like a wrench then, kind of.
Yeah, that's the one that he
I'd
goes
hook
around.
that around the end, and that would just crank it in. Okay, let's hear it.
All
Here's
right,
the
this
best-
one. This
here's
is
the
an
best.
The coup de
exciting.
soir.
Oh my gosh.
Here's the best superpower. I would like a vision, the ability to, with my eyes, make food the perfect temperature for whatever it is. Your ice cream never melts.
Your hot cocoa doesn't ever burn your mouth.
Correct. Like whatever you have is always
Your
perfect.
popcorn stays warm and never gets cold.
That's correct. So it's always at the ideal temperature for consumption.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just gave
This is-
3 examples right there where I'm like, man, I hate it when those
I know.
happen.
And it happens all the time. This
Yeah.
is how it came up yesterday, though. Because so we were getting some. We were at the coffee cup, and we got some chicken ranch melts, and those things are always way too hot. But you can't ever wait long enough to let it cool down. And so I had just taken a bite of mine and doing the thing where it's hot in your mouth and you're kind of dancing around. And Colin took a bite of his, and a huge chunk of chicken came out, and it was so hot that he couldn't keep it in his mouth, and it fell right into his ranch. And then not even a minute after that, this conversation started of this would be my superpower, and I sat there and I'm like, that is the best superpower ever.
I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty awesome.
I would use my superpower to not save the world, but instead to open a restaurant. And then I would
You would give the perfect food because every customer has a different desire.
Exactly. I would just charge more.
So we just went to, I think I mentioned this on the last show, we went down to Great America and saw the lights down there, and it was pretty nice. And we get a hot cocoa, damned if at the first sip like burns my mouth.
Always
And then I'm
does.
like, my tongue is all burned. I can't taste it anymore. This is awful. This is why I wait. Well, you wait too long and you're just drinking chocolate milk.
Yep.
I just can't. You can't get that. For me, I don't like it really hot. I don't drink hot coffee. Like I don't drink coffee. Period. But you just that perfect temperature. It's priceless. It really is.
So there you go. If you ever see me in a movie, that's probably why. That movie would be pretty lit.
We need to come up with more like real life superpowers, and that's going to be our superhero show.
Yes. The very average men group. All right, folks.
It's what you've all been waiting for.
New Year's Eve is upon us, or since you're hearing this behind us.
Happy New Year.
Woohoo, we made
May
it.
2020,
One.
May 2020 burn in the depths of hell.
Fact.
Yes.
Hey, on the bright side, it can't get worse, right?
Hey, on the brighter side, 2020 did bring us What the Heck podcast.
It did.
Very true.
So
You're welcome, people, for getting
Also,
you through the world, through
back
the
to
year.
back to what you said. It can't get any worse. I don't know if I want to tempt fate.
That's true. Probably can.
Because there's probably something out there that
Which I'm not interested in, because it was not.
don't want to see it, don't want to hear about it, don't even want to know it exists.
yeah, let's not.
Let's start moving our way back to
normal.
good times.
Let's
Good
finish
times.
this thing with a bang.
Let's let the good times roll.
Let's bang.
Bang bang.
What?
No, a little different.
So anyway, here we have the Snacky Snack Bracky Bracket,
Featuring 16.
featuring 16 of the finest Ors d'Overs that life has to offer.
And if you don't agree that they're the finest, then I'm sorry for you.
And if you don't agree that it's pronounced Ors d'Overs, well, too damn bad.
Yep.
Get your own podcast.
But
then.
also, let us know if we missed one.
Yeah, we probably did.
We only have 16. There's
Yeah.
definitely more out
A lot
there.
of
For sure.
A lot of snacky snacks out in the world. All right. Here we have the 1 seed, Weenies and Coats,
Pigs in a blanket.
for 16 Chex Mix.
This is really tough for me because I expressed to you earlier that I could eat pigs in a blanket hot out of the oven. I could eat them cold out of the refrigerator. I could eat them just sitting on the counter
You
for
could eat 'em
7 hours later.
You could eat them just right if you hung out with me.
Yeah,
That's true. all the
anytime.
time.
However, if you get a good Chex Mix and you can just, I don't know about you guys, but I can just sit and eat a good Chex Mix just like it's a bowl of popcorn while I'm watching TV. Like it's just the greatest snacky snack. So this is a really tough 116 matchup for me.
But
But
it's harder for, I just want to make your decision a little easier.
no, I got a decision ready.
It's less likely for a weenie and coat to fall out of your hand than it is some of your Chex
Especially when
Mix.
you got a finger like this.
That's what I'm
that you
that's what I'm saying.
got a
When you-
hole in it.
when you got a hole in your
I'm
grabber.
going weenies and coats.
Same.
I would agree with you, Jake, that this is a very tough matchup. And to me, the only reason that makes it a tough matchup, the brown chips.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Like,
And some people don't like rye chips, and I'm like, shut
Yeah.
up over there.
then you can just leave that for the awesome people. Go stand in the corner.
Yep.
Just come
Nobody
on.
puts baby in a corner.
But I'm also going weenies and coats.
Cool. Moving on. Number 8, Wangs. Number 9, Fruit Pizza.
I don't even know how fruit pizza made the list. Wings.
I don't know either. Wangs.
I don't know how we got the 9 seed. I was just throwing it out.
I don't know,
It's for
but in
sure
the next
Wangs.
round of that matchup, we got Weens versus Wangs.
Yeah. I'm just gonna abstain. That's my finals matchup.
Number 4, Cocktail Weenies in the fancy sauce. Number 13, Pinwheels. Usually with some kind of meat, perhaps a
Meat and
turkey.
cheese.
That's tough because I really
those are
like
so
pinwheels.
Pinwheels are almost not. They're not as good as weenies and coats.
Agreed.
you know,
I'm going
very,
Cocktail
very
Weenies.
similar.
I'm going pinwheels because, for this reason, if someone is not good with the sauce, it ruins the whole cocktail weenie. So that sauce has to be like just right. It can't just be like, oh, I just whip up any sauce and it's good.
Well, no, you need the sauce with the grape jelly.
Right,
and
but
the-
if it's just off a little bit, that throws the whole weenie out the window. Pinwheel is a pinwheel is a pinwheel, and they're good all the time. I've never had a bad pinwheel.
I'm always
Pinwheels.
throwing my weenie out the window.
Pinwheel.
Man, so you're putting it on me?
Yep. That's why I never answer
Yikes.
last. I don't want the pressure.
You know, I think I'm also going to pick upset and go Pinwheel here for you're right. I've never had a bad Pinwheel. Even cold, like they've been there since the beginning of the party.
Yep.
It's 6
4
hours
hours
later.
Yeah.
And it's just dead cold on that will always beat a bad cocktail weenie.
All right, fine. I'll allow it. Chips and salsa.
Nope, you skipped one.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Nope.
sorry. You had the cursor down a couple. I was like, what are you doing?
Shut up over there. Chips and salsa, number 5, versus number 12, meatballs. I'm voting meatballs.
I'm going to say meatballs should have been higher than a 12.
Oh, totally agree.
Chips and salsa for me, like on an average Tuesday, I'll get home from work and like no dinner's not for a couple hours and be like, I'm going to have some chips and salsa. Like, I just have it a lot. I really love it. But
That's his
meatballs are
Mexican
so
heritage.
good.
It is. Yes.
I'm going meatballs.
My issue with chips and salsa is that sometimes, not at home, like if I'm just having Tostitos salsa, it's fine. But
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that the cilantro tastes like soap.
Oh,
So if there's cilantro in a salsa, it like completely ruins it for me.
sure.
So balls.
All right.
Did you want to throw your opinion on there, even though it doesn't matter?
I think, to me, meatballs and cocktail wieners are in the same boat.
You're right. The sauce has to be.
And not that
Yeah,
it's
I
a
agree,
bad
'cause
sauce.
it's a similar sauce.
But it doesn't because I've had people make meatballs and just put it in like a classic marinara sauce,
Mhm.
and it's amazing. And then other times it's in a different marinara sauce, and it's
Not so
like,
good.
yeah, it just the flavor can change. Where with chips and
Yeah.
salsa, other than the cilantro thing, because I'm not a huge cilantro guy either, and it's not that it tastes bad. It's weird to me. Like it's so strong for it being not in there that much, but also that you can have a bad salsa.
Yeah, true.
So that was a hard one. I honestly don't know what I would vote.
Wow. What a
Very
cop
good.
out. Number 2,
Chips and salsa.
taco dip. Number 15, mini corn dogs.
Again,
I freaking love mini
I
corn dogs.
love mini corn dogs. I used to snag them when I make them for the kids. Like, I made 5. Why are there only 3 on my plate, Dad? I don't know. I must drop one on the floor.
Well, that's amateur hour. You're supposed to tell me you made.
You made 7, and
Whatever.
they gave him 5.
Yeah, whatever. But Century taco dip,
Pretty
I
good.
could sit and eat the whole thing by myself. We had it,
The old
when we
taco
watched the
pie.
game, a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
and
but one of the items you served me made me almost die.
That's in
that
next-
was the buffalo
that's in the
chicken
next
dip.
part.
Sorry, that was
Oh.
that wasn't me.
But it still made the list at a pretty decent. But you still ate it. 'cause
I'm
I
going
brought-
taco
I got
dip.
it the next time.
I'm going taco dip.
I'm also going taco dip.
All right, let the record show I'm going mini corn dogs. The taco dip is good, but I only like the cream cheesy part and the cheese. I'm not.
You don't like tomatoes or
Not into
lettuce or
tomatoes.
onions?
Lettuce is fine. Onions are like whatever. Olives are a no go.
I scrape the olives to the
There's
side
just
and
like
take
kind
the
of a-
rest of it.
Just kind of a lot of
The
shit in
central
there
one
for
doesn't
me.
have olives. Does
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Not very many. And I'm the guy that stands there and looks at all of them to see which ones has the least amount of olives.
Number 7, buffalo chicken dip. Number 10, pizza bagels. I forgot about pizza bagels. They're so great. Probably buffalo chicken dip though.
Yeah.
Katie makes a killer.
For the
buffalo chicken
record,
dip.
I'm going pizza bagels because most buffalo chicken dip is spicy, and I don't play nice with spicy.
Or the non-spicy that ate a hole in my insides.
No, that was spicy because I tried it and I didn't like it.
My God, I thought I was dying. I woke up at like 2 in the morning and was like, oh, this is
You
it.
had a hot ball of lead.
This
in
is
your
it. This is
stomach.
how it ends.
This is the end of me.
Buffalo chicken dip.
All right, good.
I
You
love
knew
pizza
that.
bagels.
You just needed him to verbally say it.
Number 3, bacon wrapped anything. Which feels a little like cheating, but I'll go with it. And shrimp cocktail is number 14.
There's another one I want to go on record that's saying shrimp cocktail is highly underrated.
I disagree.
That should have been like a 6 or a 7
I
seed.
think
It's
shrimp.
easily a single digit.
I think
I-
shrimp sucks.
Freaking love shrimp cocktail, but bacon wrapped anything, like wrap bacon on my finger, I'm gonna take a bite of it. Like bacon wrapped anything
I'm
wins.
going bacon because you could wrap bacon on your shrimp cocktail and get them both in there.
You could wrap bacon on a piece of bacon.
Yes. Like,
Yep.
just make bacon.
Yep.
Whoa.
Sorry, I had more buffalo chicken dip. Cheese and sausage on crackers. That's number 6. versus 11 pizza rolls.
Cheese and sausage on crackers.
Same. Though I love pizza rolls.
Yeah, I'd have to go cheese and sausage, but pizza rolls, that's a tight one.
The only, well, not the
Cheese
only.
and crackers, like, at the buzzer.
The big reason I wouldn't go pizza rolls is, to me, I could eat those as, like, it's not just a snack. Those, like, I could eat that as a meal, and I have.
I want to have pizza rolls next time with Colin so that that first bite doesn't burn the hell out of my mouth.
That's the
Yeah,
other
I could
thing.
help. Pizza
You
rolls
could cook them, but cook
pizza
them so they
rolls
don't
is
burn the hell out of my mouth.
definitely one of those.
Boom.
Yeah,
Thank
it's the
you.
worst because it's super
Superpower.
hot, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh,
You take a
it
bite,
goes
and
back
then
in
all
the freezer.
the pizza squirts into your mouth.
Yes.
And then you, oh.
And
And
the
then
next
you're
bite
eating them
is
cold.
It's a brick. Like,
Yep.
it's frozen again. Yeah.
All right. On to round 2. We've got Weens and Wangs. That's weenies and coats and chicken wings.
Weenies and coats.
I'm going
Same.
chicken wings.
Weenies and coats. Then we're on to Pinwheels and balls.
This got overtly sexual.
What are you talking about?
I'm going with the pinwheel for the reason we talked about, the meatballs and the cocktail weenies, if that sauce just isn't right. So I'm going pinwheel.
I'm going balls.
Classic. Oh man, I gotta go pinwheels. Again, I could eat them
That's a hell of a run for the
at
13
any
seed.
point, at any time.
Yep.
The next morning, they could have been sitting.
You could
out
eat
for
them when
12
it's
hours.
hot. You could eat them when it's cold.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It's like a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah. I could eat them anywhere.
Taco dip and buffalo chicken dip.
Gosh,
Taco dip.
another
I'm
killer.
going buffalo chicken.
You got to answer faster so the pressure's not on you every time.
He already knew it. Doesn't matter.
Buffalo chicken.
I love taco dip, but man, a good buffalo chicken dip.
That's what I'm saying. Bacon wrap shit or cheese and stuff.
Oh God, what is going on
That's
here?
what I'm saying.
Bacon anything.
This is just telling me I have a problem. Bacon.
All right.
Bacon.
That's probably going to go cheese and crackers. I love cheese and crackers.
I-
That's one of those things that I'll eat as a snack all the time.
Yeah,
I would,
I
but
could too.
you bacon wrapped anything is
But I
pretty
think that's
awesome.
why I would go bacon wrapped anything, because I'm not gonna take the time to make bacon as much as I'll cut up some cheese and sauce.
Probably true. All right, we got Weens and Pinwheels.
Weenies.
for me.
Weenies.
Wow, a runaway. See you later, Peens.
That was a good run, though. 13 seed getting to the semis.
Yeah. Decent.
Then we have Muffalo chicken dip versus bacon wrapped anything.
Bacon wrapped.
Bacon wrapped.
Yeah, probably so. Then finally, for the title of Snackiest Snack,
It's a tough title.
I already got my answer.
the yours the overs that ranks over all the rest. It's Weens for me.
I'm going with bacon wrapped shit.
Oh, great.
Oh, man.
While I was thinking, I got backed into a corner.
I will come on. I'm not gonna be mad with either one, but it better
Okay,
be fucking.
I'm going to
bacon.
say it like this because you just made this point a minute ago that oftentimes you have to take the time to make the bacon wrap stuff. And I think that takes more time than even wrapping the weens in coats and making them. And then I think of leftover bacon, which never happens,
Yeah.
right?
It would probably be gross.
But cocktail weenie or the weenies, pigs in blankets, I could eat those right out of the fridge, and I did last week after Christmas. Cold, right on leftovers. So that's weens for the win.
Weens are the wiener.
I am very surprised by that.
I'm a big bacon guy. I am, but I love the pigs in a blanket anytime.
They're so good.
Cold,
So
right out of the
good.
oven,
So-
hot.
so
4
good.
hours later on the table.
There you go. Weenies and coats are the snackiest snack of all.
So now that you're hearing this, hopefully you have those ready for New Year's 2021.
Yeah, so when we stop by.
And if anybody would like to sponsor us with some, pigs in a blanket
you don't
or
even have to cook them.
any of those
We'll cook 'em.
snacky snack items,
Yep.
feel free to drop them off.
But if you make weenies and coats, know that I'm going to critique you real hard because that's kind of my specialty.
great.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yours are pretty good.
And he stopped me right in my tracks by saying pretty good.
Wow. I thought they were amazing,
Thanks.
Colin.
At least somebody doesn't suck around here.
Kim made some amazing ones last week. So
She doesn't listen. You don't have to say that.
no, she does.
Yeah,
Sometimes she told me
they didn't have cheese or King's Hawaiian rolls, but
they didn't, but she made them in like the crescent rolls.
what? So they were big.
No, they were regular small cocktail weenies. They were small crescent rolls.
So
They were really good.
Well, those were crescent rolls.
I was gonna say, isn't that
Not-
what he used?
but they weren't the same.
What are you?
You
talking
cut yours
Caesar's
up.
a
You
King's
cut yours
Hawaiian.
up. She used the whole triangle crescent roll.
For a little?
How
Oh, so
am
there's
I-
just more crescent rolls.
Yeah.
with it. So less weenie, more roll.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
You like more weenie, less roll.
Yeah, I love a lot of weenie.
Yep. More weenie, the better.
That's right. A whole crescent roll for one little smoky?
I
Is
think
that what
so.
you're telling me?
I think so. I
she
can
bought
clarify.
60 tubes of crescent rolls? No, you would use a whole crescent roll on like a regular sized hot dog.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, everyone take to Facebook or the message thing to
We're
tell
gonna
Jake
put
that
out
he's
a-
doing drugs.
But let's try to put out a poll and see. And maybe we're crazy. Maybe
No,
we're all crazy.
I think Jake is a dingus.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the insult.
No, it's not an insult. It's a factual statement.
It's not. There's no evidence to support it.
No, you just proved to the whole world that you're a dingus.
Wow.
Friggin' A.
But I'm fantasy football champion.
Yeah, whatever.
The first ever What the Heck fantasy football champion.
Not bad for just a trial year. Next year when we start real
Hey,
competition.
you say whatever you want.
That's
you
what
lost.
the belt's gonna say. Then first notch trial.
And in Jake's speech, he's going to thank his number one fan. My number one fan, that
Stephanie?
she supported me, and yep,
Hey, when I sling that belt over my shoulder and I walk into Century to pick up some
I played against her one
spotted
time.
cow, they'll respect me.
I don't think anyone in Century will know what that is.
Yeah, they'll be like,
When I
"Sorry,
stop and tell everybody, they will.
do you see this here?
Do you know what this is?
They'll probably kick you out.
You heard of What the Heck, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll know.
No, they won't.
Everybody in Walworth knows.
They're gonna pretend. They don't like to see us out in public. They don't like to talk about it.
Can we go back on the kick for the new year where we share our show again? Because people stopped sharing it because everyone just kind of settled into those that listen, and everyone else doesn't.
I'm going to share it every time I see it.
We have like 25 people.
Come on, people.
Oh,
Share it.
That's
Hecklers,
disappointing.
our loyal hecklers, you need to bring in more loyal
If the
hecklers.
loyal ones are loyal, we can always count on them.
But there's only like 7 of them.
Just spread the goodness, you know? The best way to spread what the heck cheer is sharing the shit out of it on Facebook for all your friends to have to look at.
to hear for all
All
of us to
year.
hear.
Yeah, all year.
Yep, all year, and we got a new year.
Oh, new
Yep.
we got a whole year to
What
do
a
this
great
sucker.
episode to start 2021
Yeah.
with.
We should have a big anniversary episode whenever that happens.
When?
The 1-year anniversary will happen in
March or something. We started like right at the beginning of
Yep.
when things started going to shit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Jake wore a mask the first time.
Yeah, remember I came in with a mask and
And I
said,
said,
yeah.
take that shit off your face. And
I don't remember that.
not because he was wearing a mask, like that's all great, but it was a Badger one and it was stupid looking.
Oh,
I
great.
wore it for 2 reasons.
Okay.
Because it was a Badger one and because I know Colin's not a fan of masks.
No, I'm fine with masks. I wear mine everywhere I go. I like to follow the rules. I just hate the Badgers. I also hate that stupid glitter one you had on your face that time.
My mom made that.
Oh, terrific. And she did a nice job
It
craftsman.
was for Christmas.
The craftsmanship was excellent, but there are just about any other Christmas patterns that could have been used without glitter.
And I have 4 other Christmas patterns.
Terrific.
Doesn't
Should
it get
wear
glitter on
those
your
ones.
face?
No, I wear the glitter side out.
Yeah, this
Oh, I
idiot. He
guess I
goes, look,
assumed it was
it's
gonna be
reversible. I was like, do it. Put that side
I
on
don't
your
wear
face.
the. It
Put that
is
side on your
reversible.
face right now.
It is reversible, but I wear the glitter side out because I did one time wear it in and got glitter on my face, and I said never again.
Damn,
And
I
then you
wish I
had to
got
try
a
and
picture of
then you spent your whole evening convincing Kim that you were actually at work that afternoon.
No, she
I
was.
wasn't at the Sugar Shack.
My mom brought it to Thanksgiving, and so I picked it out of the bin that she had, and so Kim saw it right away, and I put it on, and Kim's like, "Oh my God, you have glitter on your face," and it was like, "Oh, I better wear that
That's
side out
actually
forever."
really wise of you to build that base.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I was wearing
silly
my glitter
me.
mask
I
again
wore my
today.
mask
You got
inside
that,
out
all that
again.
glitter off. Nah, some of it just stuck.
Oh, I did it again, honey. Damn it. Every Tuesday at lunchtime, but shoot.
Well,
No, I love the homemade Christmas mask deal. Love it. Hate glitter more than anything on the planet.
wait till you have girls; they
Even
are gonna
more than the
love to do
Badgers?
glitter stuff.
Close. The Badgers I can just like get rid of and not think about, but glitter just sticks around
Forever.
Forever.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's not great.
Kitty likes glitter. We had the roll of like wrapping paper with glitter on it, and I threw it away.
Oh, you didn't make her roll it, use it out in the driveway.
Go outside.
I don't care if it's -20. Go do it outside. No glitter in the house.
Don't put that under the tree either. I hate glitter so much. If I was the president of the universe,
You would ban glitter from the universe?
that's fact.
Okay.
And everyone's food would be the perfect temperature.
What
So until you guys are ready to vote for me for president of the universe,
What's that going to be, about 12 years?
I don't know exactly what the restrictions are on the universal.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, intergalactic, stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so today's takeaways. Go watch The Boys. Go make weenies and coats and tell Jake that you don't need an entire crescent roll for a cocktail weenie that's an inch long.
If you like crescent rolls.
Just eat the crescent rolls then.
But I like weenies too.
Well, not apparently enough because you're not.
I like them both
You're not
at the same time.
You're not respecting them enough.
Well, I think you're wrong.
It's all about the ratio. If your name's Horatio and you're listening,
We love you. It's all about you.
Jake's a dingus. We're going to start a fantasy football league next year, and we'll see you next week. Happy New Year, folks.
You mean we'll see you next year?
See you next year. I hate when people do that shit.
I know, that's why I said it.
Okay, talk to you next year. Shut up. I'll talk to you tomorrow, you asshole.
I'm going to say that when I leave today.
Everyone sucks. All right. For Jake Reese and Tyler Heck, I'm Colin Frederick. Please don't ever bring glitter to my house, and don't tell me to have a good year. Let's get the heck out of here.